Well, good afternoon and welcome to Seattle's Eastside Real Estate Podcast, the podcast dedicated to living and working and playing on the East Side. It is Wednesday, December 15th. Wow, I just read my script and it said July 13th, so it's not July 13th. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. If you're watching us live, please feel free to send us your comments, like and subscribe so that you get future podcasts. They only are going to get better. This one may be rough. It may not be the best podcast, but the one thing I do know is it'll be the best one you see today. So here we go. Please do comment and share. You're welcome to subscribe anywhere podcasts are podcasted on all the wonderful places like Apple Podcasts and Google Podcasts. We're also on, Spotify. So please do subscribe and you will get to hear my lovely voice once a week, breaking down the commentary and some fantastic businesses and what's going on, et cetera, et cetera. All right. So this week, our guests are Tucker Maxwell of Guild Mortgage and Sue Maiorato, part of the Eastside Real Estate team. But before we visit with our guests, let's get to some real talk. Now, today, I'm going to share with you why I think it's a great time. This winter will be one of the best times to purchase in terms of deals and discounts. But I got to tell you, it's a little different. Somebody's trying to come in. You can leave it out there. We got somebody here. Did you want to come on the podcast? Did you want to come on?
Do that so nobody steals it.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Hey, this is a live podcast. Hey, it gives a chance for you guys to see my wonderful Christmas sweater, right? Check it out. Santa Claus is coming to town. All right. Anyways, back to the show. What was I saying? So how much money you can save. So here's the deal is we have this weird market where it's a little bit, all the economic news is doom and gloom, and a lot of buyers have pulled out of the market. So our market activity has dropped significantly. And also when you compare this time of year to last year, it's a significant difference. Let me share with you exactly where we are and the deals that folks on the East Side can get. So first, I'm going to share my screen. So what I'm sharing with you right now is an internal bit of information regarding median price to last original price. So it essentially what this talks about is how much a house was earning against its original list price. So if you can see this chart, I've got three locations. I've got Bellevue, Sammamish, and King County. So this top one is Sammamish, this middle one is Bellevue, and this bottom one here is King County. So I don't know if you can zoom in on that. I'm not sure if I can zoom in on that, but I'll just read you the numbers. Bellevue, 106.4% of original list price to sales price, meaning it closed at 106.4%. Sammamish, this is amazing, 111.1%. That's a 10% over list price. And then King County as a whole, King County encompasses both Seattle, Bellevue, Kirkland, Redmond, Issaquah, Sammamish, North Bend, etc. 103-1. Okay. Now, if we take those numbers, and actually, you know what I should do is I should write those numbers down because I want to do some math, and I'm not great at math, but I'm going to do some math with you guys. And this was back in April, which was the peak, right? So 106.4, 1114, and 103.2. Now let's take a look at what our current sales price, or these are listing prices, okay? So these are current listing prices. Bellevue is 1,450. Sammamish is 1,618, 500, and King County is 805. So I got my little calculator here too. Oh, there we go. Calculator. Okay, so if we take the Bellevue 1450, 123, and we multiply that by the difference, which is 100, I guess I forgot to point that out. Okay, I'm going to go back to this one. And currently, Bellevue's a 100-1. So you subtract 106.4 from 101, and you're 6.3. And then if you subtract our current 100.07 from 111.4, oh my gosh, that's really hard math. Can I just make it easy and take 7? and go 110 in Sammamish, or excuse me, that's going to be 10%. And then in King County, it's at 100%. So we were at 103, so 3.2. I hope you're following me here. I hope it's not too confusing. But from a math standpoint, going back to our calculator, so in Bellevue, if we take 6.3, so we take that and we multiply it by 6.3%, the average savings that a buyer is getting right now versus the peak of the market is $91,000. Does that mean you get $91,000 off the price? No, not necessarily. But let me do the other calculation. Let's do Sammamish. Do you hit clear or clear all? Which one do you do? For me, I just hit them both because I just don't know which one to do. So Sammamish, we set our price, our sales price, current sales price or current listing price in Sammamish is 1,618,500. So we go to our calculator, 1,6,500, and we multiply that times 10%, $161,000. Ooh, where's the good deals? Sammamish, right? $161,000 right now in there. And then King County as a whole, we can take that 800, what is it? 805. And we multiply that by 3.2, 25,000. All right. So as a whole, you can see that right now buyers are winning. Buyers are winning because they have a tremendous opportunity in this market to not have to pay over asking price. Now, the one important thing to look at with our market is days on market and months of supply. So, I was going to say I was going to show you this, but I didn't. Let me go back to it. So there's month supply. So you can see that at our lowest level was last December. We are now at what it looks like 1.5 months to 8 months of inventory in these areas. Here's the deal. The important thing that buyers need to know is that there are going to be other serious buyers coming into the market in January, February, March, and April of next year. There are people that need to buy and sell. So if you get carried away and think, oh my gosh, I'm going to get great deals, just pay close attention to where the house is priced in relationship to its competition and don't get terribly caught up. I do believe that we will see multiple offer situations by the middle of 2024. And here's my reasoning for it. The reason is we are seeing a lot of builders slowing their building. And we have a great economy in the Northwest. We have high demand. And while, yes, some employers are cutting, there's still a lot of gainfully employed individuals still looking to move around. So sellers, you can sell, and we can help you do so. And we're going to talk a little bit about one of our programs that we're using in this up and coming year to help sellers net more than the average out there. So in conclusion, sellers, you will need to be compelling to sell, even though it's still technically a seller's market, because buyers have learned that there are fewer of them, and so less desire for them to bid competitively. Okay, buyers, understand the savings you're getting. The savings aren't necessarily in taking it off the price. The savings is in getting a good home at the asking price and being able to inspect it, kick the tires, and maybe get some concessions to help buy down your rate. If you look at the percentage of list price to sales price ratio, you'll notice here it's not showing less than 100%. So be realistic and look for your opportunities. If a home's been on the market for about 30 days, there's probably more room for concessions than a home that just came on the market. And that is my Real Talk segment. And look at the sky. Isn't it beautiful? Woohoo. All right. Thanks for paying attention. Now we're going to have a short commercial break. And after that commercial break, we're going to be talking about mortgage rates and how they affect. We're going to be talking with Tucker Maxwell. So join us after this short commercial break.